これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう。
Headbanger. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Give me some new. Give me some new. Give me some new. Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Is you with me now? Then biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style. Holla, holla. People sing around. Now people gather round. Now people jump around. Get your freak on. 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 Is that your chick? People you don't know. Me and Timberland been high since 20 years ago. What the dealio? Now what the drillio? If you wanna battle me, then let me know. Got the feeling, son. Let me throw you some. People, here I come. Now sweat me when I'm done. We got the radio shook like we gotta go. Get your freak on. 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 Quiet. Hush your mouth.
Hi. Oh, I don't know why I put more music, but music everywhere. You know where that's coming from. Hi, good afternoon. How the devil are you? Thought I'd talk about this idea of a sane person who plays 24-hour cosplay dress up, fantasy boner dress up. And I'm just going to go straight into it because it's been quite a few little bits that have made me think that I need to do something about this. I need to talk about this today, just so everybody is really acutely aware of my position on this and how it might differ to other people's position on this. Now, I know I'm right. I think other people are wrong. And I think actually it's a little bit dangerous to be wrong on this particular thing when it comes to the harm that others present. So let me first say this. Who are men? What are men that cut their penises off? Well, I'll tell you what they are. There's a term for them that we can all use. You can use it. It's not a complicated term. And that term is man. Man. M-A-N. So a man who cuts his penis off and his testicles and calls himself a woman, or a trans woman, or a transsexual, or a transgender woman, or a trans-identified male, that person is what we would commonly call
The win it.
not that commonly call a man. Okay, and before he's an adult, we would call him a boy. That's B-O-Y, boy. And where do men go, with or without their penis? Where do men go who've committed a crime? This might be a bit of a trick question. Oh, they go in a men's prison. So that's a man goes in a men's prison. Okay? So just so everyone's a little bit clear, because I feel that there's some weird shit going on where people are under this illusion that there is a different category. Like, it's not even a subsectional culture. There is no difference between, say, a man with 2 arms or a man with 1 arm, still men. A man with 1 leg, a man with 2 legs, still men. A man who can see, a man who cannot see, a man, 2 men. a man with a penis, a man without a penis, also both men. Just so we've got that really, really clear. Now, the last time I was at Speaker's Corner, a very lovely woman came up to me, really lovely, and my heart, as a mother to another mother, I totally empathized with her, and she just said they're not all terrible, they're not all perverts, meaning because her son um, called himself a trans woman, and with all the warmth and generosity I could muster, and I don't know how I would feel if that was one of my sons. I would be devastated, and it probably would be worse the way that someone like me speaks about those men. My son, right? In her case, her son. Probably would be quite devastating how people like me talk about him. And I want to just say this. My intention is not to make the lives of these women any worse. My intention is to prevent women not being able to speak about this. So my intention is to facilitate the speech of women. And my intention, therefore, is to stop these men taking advantage of women and being in a position where they make women unsafe. As a byproduct of that, I suspect there are some people that really don't like what I say. But that genuinely is not um that's not my intention. It's not to make the mothers of these boys and men feel worse, because I'm pretty sure it's already quite bad. But she said, they're not all AGPs. And I just want to say, I think they are. I think even if you are trying to, I'm not going to say all, I can't say all, that would be a silly thing to say. I can say most, overwhelmingly most, if not all. But if you're trying to tell your son that he's a girl, right? Let's say you're the bad person and you're convincing your poor son that he's a girl. I think you underestimate the power of men's sexuality if you think that their drivers as a teenager and older won't be related to sex. I think we women have such a really fundamental lack of understanding when it comes to men and what their drivers are. And it goes like this, right? So I was thinking about my dogs today, and my two pugs, they mated and had babies. My female pug didn't sort of saddle up to inanimate objects and try and have sex with them. She didn't try and mate with people's legs. Not saying that they don't do this weird mimicking thing where even female dogs sometimes hump things, usually other dogs. But generally speaking, that's not what she spent her time doing. Male dogs do often go through a stage of just humping everything, right? Especially other dogs all the time. Now, we are mammals. We might be social animals, we might be great apes, but we still are mammals. And the purpose of any species is to procreate. So, why we would think that men's sexuality isn't incredibly powerful and governs much of what they do, I have no idea why anybody would think that. Now, that doesn't mean that they're weird, terrible, constantly thinking about how to have sex with someone. It just means that their motivators will be that. So if they have a fixation on something like fancy dress on a daily basis, you can guarantee that what they're getting from that particular thing is somehow linked to sex and somehow linked to some sort of sexual thrill and satisfaction. Um, I don't even need to read anything about this to know that that's fundamentally true about men. I still like men. That's fine by me. They can have those thoughts. I just don't want to. I don't want anyone to be under the illusion that that's not what's driving it. So when I hear people talk about men, if they cut everything off, maybe where should they go in a women's, where should they go in prison? I say to you with the greatest and utmost respect, I really don't care. But I do care about women in prison. Like, I don't care that these men feel terrible in a prison. I don't care any more than I care about a man who goes to prison who is like a twink or has special needs. In fact, I care about the people with special needs quite a lot more. But there are plenty of men who are very vulnerable in prison, and we don't give them respite in the female prison estate. And then it was like, oh, it's not very many. It's only 51. Well, 51 men out of 3,000 individuals is quite a lot when you're talking about men in a confined space. So these were two, and then other things that have come up today is someone said, oh, I've got trans friends. They are very sane, and I've known someone for like 30 years, and she's perfectly fine. She knows she's a man. And I just want to say there is nothing perfectly fine or sane about someone who dresses in a way that they know infringes upon the boundaries of women. That part of the dressing like that is to humiliation fetish is part of it. Making other people uncomfortable is part of it. But the sane, safe, sane, knows, simply fine, and bloke in a dress. Those two things, those two ideas don't fit together at all. Look, sometimes you hear a story, right, about a man. He's so nice. Oh, pillar of the community. What a lovely guy who gets caught downloading 80,000 images of child rape. Oh, he was lovely. You wouldn't have known. Oh, he's such a nice man. Or, oh, I met him with his wife. I can't believe he killed her. He was so nice. He's like, well, he worked really hard. He had a great job. He was lovely. You'd see him at football training with the kids. He was lovely. Yeah. Because really bad people are very, very good at behaving when they need to. Really, really bad people are very, very good at behaving well when they need to. They're good at creating victim stories about themselves or hero stories about themselves or bland stories about themselves. What many of these men do, and I think people fail to recognize, and you only have to watch that giant man with his wife. They were Mormons. Now they're not Mormons. And she's very, I think his name is Shay. And I love her more now. Now that she straps her penis between her legs and she unpacks the dishwasher, I love her more. Like a real painful, painful woman. I think that's her face. And he does this. Because I think he's got really little teeth. So to hide his really little teeth, he doesn't smile very much. So he does a lot of this. Smiley kind of, I'm just so sexually attractive. Now that I'm a woman. I'm so sexy. Anyway, what you know about these men is that their goal is to practice their fetish on a daily basis and involve as many people as possible to do that. So what they do is they create this whole existence around satisfying that particular fetish. So they'll come across as conscientious because then you can't question them on that. And then you're not going to stop them from actually doing their fetish on a daily basis. Right? These men in marriages, what they do is they're probably a disengaged, pretty misogynist arsehole of a husband who doesn't really get involved with stuff, who definitely has defined roles for them and their wives. That they're not an engaged father. They're just not that. And then what they do is their wives get these kind of, oh, she's so great. She's so great. Because what those men have done is they start talking to their wives because they need this consistent validation. Right? So then they play act a nice person so that they can get this consistent validation. They can do things like, let's watch that movie let's watch that movie you've always wanted to watch. And so they'll watch these like girly movies with their wives and they'll start cooking. They'll start reading the kids' bedtime stories because, oh, they're so great. But it's all about the fetish. I will remind you that some predatory pedophiles joined the priesthood with the specific aim of being able to get to children to rape them. They did Sunday mass. They went to theological college. They knelt in a church and pretended to believe in God, who they couldn't have possibly believed in because they were raping children, and surely they think they're going to hell. Jimmy Savile, DJ, access to children. And then he had a TV career. And then he pretended to help out in hospitals and do charity work. And he did all this stuff to offer a shield around him so you wouldn't know what a horrible, dangerous person he was. Why would you think for a moment that kind of sanity, I know I'm a man. Why wouldn't you think for a moment that is just part of an act in order to practice their fetish? And if you don't know that by now, you really just need to open your mind for that last little piece of the jigsaw, because that's what it is. So many predators do it. So many predators, so many serial killers. Oh, he was so nice. Oh, he's so charming. He's so nice. He's so charming. Oh, she's so ordinary. She knows she's a man. She doesn't even ask that I use these pronouns. But she's one of us. Yeah, so she's welcome in our changing room. I would feel totally safe. I would feel totally safe with her massaging my friend's breasts. Not mine. I feel totally fine about her working in Marks and Spencer's, touching the breasts of teenage girls, pretending to measure them. I mean, she's totally sane. She's just she's so wonderful. She's great with her wife and kids. Come on now. So, I just want to reiterate. Which men belong in women's prisons? None. Not one. Preferably not even prison officers. Not one. Right? That's who. Does it matter if they cut their penis off? Not to me, no. Not at all. Not to me. Are any of them sane? No, you can't be sane and do 24-hour dress up. And they reveal themselves all the time. And even the ones that are argued to be sane by the people that call them sane. Every now and again, they just say something that you're like, come on. You can see that now. David Hayton arguing that Rowling was wrong for saying, I don't know, I can't even remember what, that he shouldn't use a female changing room. I can't remember what she said, but every now and again, they push it that little bit too far. You've got to catch up, people. You've got to catch up. It's simply not good enough at this stage of the game that anyone's still talking about sane fetishists. And to those women who've discovered that your sons are calling themselves trans, I guarantee to you their porn consumption has been large. I guarantee it. And to every parent out there, you have to know what your kids are doing online. You have to. Because it's dangerous. Especially now. Okay. So that's what I wanted to say today. And look, I didn't even break up. So in many ways, I'm winning. If you can keep speaking the truth, let me just tell you the truth. David Hayton designed the school's guidance that put men like him into women-only spaces in schools and boys into girls' spaces. He's a really dangerous man. And many people have supported him. Many. And they are all wrong. And I can still like some of them because I'm a grown-up. I can criticize them and I can still like the people. That's perfectly fine by me. I've done a lot more today that you will be surprised about when you see what's going on. Anyway, let me just say this, and this is especially for my lovely tech lady. come to Glasgow. It's the 8th to the 10th. So on the 9th, from 2 till 4, we are in Kelvin something. Let me just tell you. I should really know this, shouldn't I? We will be in VIP tickets are sold out. But it's a free event, 2:00 until 4:00. And it is, I can't even see it. Edit details. See if I can do it like this. Oh, it's such a central Glasgow. That's not what I want to say. It is. I'll send it all out. It's in central Glasgow. So it's 2 till 4. 2 till 4. Then we've got a pub thing. Then we've got a bar thing. Then we've got a disco thing. Then we've got a panel thing. It's all kicking off. So come to Glasgow. It is Scotland is, I don't know whether it's worse than Wales, but it's pretty damn terrible for women's rights. So do come. If you've bought tickets and for the events, I'm going to be sending you details of that any second now. Once those details are in, you'll have everything, including where you can get your VIP goodies, which are, oh my God, they're so great. And all your passes and everything. So there's a few there's tickets left for Saturday night, not for food, just for the normal event. And Sunday morning, but do come along. You're going to have a fabulous time. And look, if you can keep speaking the truth and facilitating other women to speak the truth, then I promise we will win. It's definitely not Calvin Park, Stephen. I can't think where it is. If you can just keep seeing the wood for the trees, like, if you're wrong on this, what else are you wrong about? Keep questioning everything, people. Then I promise we will win. And do you know why else we're going to win? Well, because because I just read someone saying then. Never Nothing's working. I can't even end the stream. Yes, I can.
You turned me on. You lit me up like the sweetest cup I share with you. that shine on. But if that